Your intuition is getting stronger. As we move through this process of ascension, this spiral staircase, these ups and these downs, you're doing the work to get into your body and to alchemize all the dense energy. When you do this, this opens up your channel. This creates space and allows more of your higher self to land. And as we work within the solar plexus and connect that up with the heart space, through breath work and through meditation, it unleashes an amazing amount of high frequency light. And that light makes its way up to here where you can start to perceive it and out into your toric field. That's what's happening right now. Now, your intuition is starting to come online, very subtle to begin with. You're going to start to get some information. It's going to make its way up to your brain and you're going to start to perceive it. Maybe it's an idea, flashes of inspiration when you're sitting in quiet. Maybe it's a solution to a problem that you've been pondering for some time. Now, here's the secret to this. When we get revved up and we're trying to work our way out of an issue or a problem mentally, we get hung up in it. We separate ourselves from the knowing or the guidance that is available to us in the present moment. So the more you heal, the more you tune into your body, the more you clear those blockages, the more the present moment becomes available to you. And it gets easier and easier to take a few breaths and get in and fully feel it and experience that now moment. Now that's where the answers are going to come from. The solutions, not the solutions from your mind that might take you the long way around, down the wrong path or the long path. These are going to be the solutions. They're going to quickly course correct you back onto your soul's path. And they're going to come forward with a charge, a high frequency charge, maybe a little bit of an intent to take inspired action, that feeling that maybe you should do something about this right now in this very moment. Now that could give rise to some programming and limiting beliefs. You know, if you want to put stuff off, whatever it may be, that's the moment you get back in center, you breathe, you feel, and you take a small step in that direction. Okay, so we all have these blockages we're still working through, but as our intuition starts to come online and we start to be able to perceive and decipher the energy into messages of action, we're going to still have programming that's going to come up, but you're going to start to recognize in a more profound way that guidance. And when that guidance comes, you're going to start to trust it more and more. You're going to get in there, you're going to breathe with it, and you're going to take an action in alignment with that. If nothing else comes intuitively, you're going to hit that pause button and recenter and wait. Remember, things are unfolding. We're seeing it all around the world in this reality. They're unfolding in a divine way, divine timing. It's not going to all land in your lap, okay? And you're going to have the whole roadmap. We are here to experience the journey, and the journey is going to come in terms of little individual steps. The key is to recognize the intuitive nudges and step forward or lean into that direction and then bring it back to center and wait for the next one. This has been happening to me more and more recently. I'm really getting zoned in and dialed in to that knowing of that soul guidance. I'll run into situations where I'm not sure how to proceed forward. Okay, I get stuck and the mind starts to rev up and starts to come up with all these solutions. When I hit that pause button and I get centered, maybe minutes later, hours later, or days later, the solution comes forward. And it comes forward with such clarity and with this amazing high frequency ring to it that I know it's my divine guidance. Think of that yellow brick road or that path. That path is going to illuminate one step at a time. It's literally going to manifest as you're walking along the journey. We're not here to see the entire path and then just walk. That wouldn't be any fun, right? We're in this reality so we could experience the unknown, and the unknown is not knowing what that path looks like. So what we focus on is dialing it in, getting into the body, connecting, allowing for that soul guidance to come through, and experiencing the illumination of that path, moment by moment, task by task. So stop trying to put pressure on yourself to figure it all out right now, okay? The main thing you need to do is focus on getting present. That's it. The knowing, the guidance, the intuition will come forward. And it's going to come forward, like I said earlier, very subtly in the beginning, in a very subtle way. The more present you are, the more clear you are, the slower your thoughts are, your mind, not being so charged, the more you're going to be able to perceive that. And the more you practice that, it's going to come through in a louder way. Not because it's hitting you over the head, but because you've done the healing work and more of your awareness is available to perceive it. So when your awareness is expanded, it's going to come through and it's going to ring a lot louder in your field. And you're going to be able to decipher it because the energy is getting up here. Then you take inspired action, you lean into it, and it manifests in reality. That's it. The key is to get inside and create an environment, create that space to allow that guidance to come forward so that you can perceive it and take that next step. What happens after that? Repeat that process. Get back inside, sit, and then take that next step when that inspired action, that knowing, that guidance comes forward. It's going to happen in a sequence. We're in a time-space reality. Some of us, I've had downloads where I've gotten so much information at once, maybe a vision of something that I'm supposed to create. Okay, maybe like my website was a good example of that. It just kind of landed in a splash, boom. But I didn't have the details on how to go about doing it or what it was really supposed to look like. I just kind of had this overall idea of it. So I got present, I sat down and I took an action. I started to create the website and then more of it flowed. And when I got stuck, I got back inside and then the solutions or the next steps came forward. When we, you guys, when you can learn to trust and rely on this process and the intuition and know that really all you need to do to get there is to bring it back inside, to slow down and meditate, work around, breath work, take walks outside, whatever it is for you to slow the mind down. You start to connect up more and more. That energy again from the solar plexus starts getting up to the heart. It fills your entire field and you start to be able to perceive it. If you can do that or work to do that every day, the rest is going to happen in divine timing, in alignment with your soul path. You can't screw that up. Okay? You can't screw that up. You can delay it by allowing your mind to take over and going down these paths based on limiting beliefs and programming. Sure, that could delay it because you're not present. So observe your thoughts, bring it back to the body, take the pressure off yourself when you're feeling like you need to be doing, and allow that guidance to come through. It's so much better, so much more fulfilling to take a small step that's in alignment with your soul's path and see that next step illuminate than to take 20 different steps on a different path and get frustrated because things just aren't happening for you. This journey, we need to trust it. We need to get present. We need to allow that to come forward. And you're going to find out very quickly that you are going to be able to manifest the life of your dreams. Thank you so much. If you guys haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up if it resonated. Thank you.